Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. And yes, it's been a while since I've done a live video. The last live video I did, somebody came on, pretended to be YouTube, and it was actually just someone spoofing me that said, hey, shut down or else. So now I know YouTube will not do that. But I didn't want to take a chance during the live stream, so I ended up ending it. Anyway, I decided just to do a live stream just because it's been a while. It's Friday night, and why the heck not? So, let me put Faker back over here. And so, as many of you know, I have been working on trying to get this stuff done. And I think this is a really cool design, but I've had people say it's different comments. So I thought, you know what? I'll just do a live stream. We'll answer questions online live about the design and everything else about it and what's going on with it. So we'll see who all joins us. For those that are here, welcome and thanks for joining me. And let's go ahead and get down to business. So I just did a video earlier today talking about the cool new improvements. Hopefully you guys are here to hear about that. If not, we can also talk about some other stuff too afterwards. But I just there was something else I was going to show you. What was it? Now I'm having one of those senior moments. Yes, a senior moment. Senior moment. Chop, 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 chop. Anyway, so let's go ahead and just talk about the fright zone then. Let's see if you're here. Go and sound off. Hey, Jinx Caliber, thanks for joining me. Delaxorian, thanks for being here. And let's get started at the beginning. So as many of you guys know, this fright zone is kind of a fun design where they made this this design so you can fold it back the other way and put this floor inside. But as many of you guys know from the day one of this, I said it was a bad idea because you lose the ability to use both sides at once. And you know, nothing's more fun when you're a kid and you're hanging out and you're playing with your friends, and you know, they have their team on one side, your team's on the other side, you're going through the doorway back and forth. I mean, fun stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's something to do with my grandkids. My grandson still has not seen this playset yet, but I'm sure it's probably what we'll do is probably be on two different sides of the same playset. So if you change it and transform it over, you've lost that cool feature. Now I know a lot of people have asked, when am I making the other side? I don't know. This is so long. I don't have my tape measure on me, but I'd have to get a bigger box to actually fit a floor that fits all the way across here, and I'm just not sure if there's really a lot of use for this side. People also ask, can I make a long one that covers both at once, one big slide-in thing? Well, a couple of problems with that is the way this is angled, it wouldn't quite slide in right, because you'd have to, you know, it wouldn't fit to have both slide in at the same time, just because of the angle of this. Once you slid this side in, it would get hung up over here. And so I'm not going to make one big piece. And besides that, the box to ship it would be huge. Let's see. Hey, Charles, thanks for joining us. So I did make this piece, and I'm only going to sell it in brown from now on, because even though brown was not my original color, it was somebody else's idea. So I have a sale going on for all the other colors that are not brown. I think I have 2 greens that are left, purple, a gray, and 2 blacks that have all gone on sale. So if you want a different color besides brown, now is the time to get it. And then I made this that many of you guys saw earlier today. And this is a cover for my little cool doors that I made. And I like the doors just the way they are. I think it's really cool. But not everybody felt the same way. They wanted something more than just, you know, these little doors here. And I guess it makes sense. If you're trying to hide something, seeing these brown doors, hey, what's down there? It's pretty much a dead giveaway. You got something hidden underneath the planks. So that is when I made this. And you can kind of get a close look at the roughness of it. It is pretty rough on the bottom. But the top, well, it's rough too. But it just came out so cool. I had to rebuild it a bunch of times to get it just right. But I finally got it. Now, there is a slight gap all the way around. I'm not sure what's causing that. I don't know if it's because I didn't clean off the pieces good enough to get it to sit all the way flat, or what's going on, but the gap is really minimal. From the top view, it's hardly noticeable at all. But there you go. Now you got a way to cover up those doors, the giant barn doors. And the green doesn't match perfectly. It's close, but it's not the exact same match. If I was going to set this up for myself, I would actually put a light matte finish on this. And then I would put a gray wash on it. And then I would put a little bit of brown wash just in this corner to match these rocks. Maybe a little bit of black wash right in here just to kind of make it look like this. And then I'd put another finish on afterwards just to have it come closer to matching this texturing right here. Because there's a slight shine to this. It's not gloss. It's more than matte, and it's not quite as much as oh, what is that other one? Sheen? I don't know. But it's kind of in between there. So I'd probably take a matte and my little bit shiny clear and spray them together at the same time to make it do it. What do you know? Mike is here. Hey, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. I really like this feature you made. Yeah, it is kind of a fun deal. Again, I would not have made it because I think the doors were fine the way they are, but people kept saying, can't you make something else? Now, I have been asked a lot to make a trap like the original. I'm not doing that. There's already a trap for this, so if you want the trap, just put this back in, and you can take and fold it up and make it pretty small. So even though the original trap was there, mine is actually broken on my original one, and I'm not sure exactly how I'd retrofit it to fit in there to work just the way the old one did. Because it was actually more of a working underneath the play. So you'd have to actually probably break out one of these walls, which would require somebody to carve it out before they installed my parts. And I think it's asking a lot of people to carve out one of these walls so they can have the piece shift in and out. So now somebody asked, could I just sell this by itself? And the answer is yes, I can. So if you contact me on Facebook, I could just sell you just this by itself, but it's not nearly as cool. It still sits the same way, but when you open it up, it's just a hole in the ground, and it doesn't fit the squareness of the bottom of this with these doors just fits perfectly nice. So I'm not sure why someone would just want the green piece, but you should just buy the set together, and then just, if you don't like the doors, just don't use them. But you're going to find once you have them and you put them in, you're going to like having those doors there. It is cool, cool, cool. Anyway, let's check out your guys' comments and see what you guys are saying. Thanks, Charles. Hey, Ronald. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Dorky Hippie 81. That's been a long time. Anyway, I wonder... I mean, this sword is pretty short. You could probably put some more things in there. Let me take a look and see. Well, that's a classics thing. I'm trying to find what else I could stick in there, but all my cool stuff is set aside somewhere. Now, of course, to make this, I had to use my maintenance man, Jim. Oh! Jim has been hard at work making all my improvements. Hey, happy Friday. There we go. Here is my kit of figures. So let's see, can I drop a shield in there? Let's take a look here. Yep, the shield fits in there pretty good. I think his sword will be too long. Yep, too long. So you can't put Triclops sword in there. Oh, man. Let's see. How about He-Man's battle axe? Oh, yeah, that fits easily in there. What I should do is I should look on the cartoon and see if there's any Horde artifacts. Maybe make something to fit in there. That might be cool. So if you guys know of any Horde artifacts, post them in here, and I can go search one online and see what they look like. But for right now, I just toss this little She-Ra dagger in there. I'm trying to find something else that's cool to put in there. I mean, I do have the diamond ray of disappearance. But that is my custom one I made a long time ago. Of course, it's so itty bitty. There's really not much to it. That's obviously gonna fit. Look at this thing. I remember when I first made this, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. The box does not close. It's on a solid piece. And I made both pieces separately, had them printed on Shapeways. Yes, this is before we had the Diamond Ray of Disappearance actually made. And then I made a version that glows in the dark. I don't know if this one glows in the dark or not. I actually use glowing stuff inside the box so that the crystal would glow on the outside. It was kind of fun. But anyway, let's see if my custom He-Man swords fit in there. Hey, they do. Ooh, ah. So you could put the Swords of Power in there and have them try to find it. Oh. Anyway, let me go ahead and put it back together. And I'll check out your guys' comments. So for those that just joined, hey Alex, thanks for joining us. Jinx Caliber, I'll be getting a set eventually. Thanks, Jinxie. All right, so for those that just joined, let me show you how cool this is. So I have these wood planks that go in first. And these were designed to be square, even though our hole is not square completely. Let me show you what I mean. So they literally fit into this, but if you take a look, I had to cut out the bottom here in order to make it fit into this little triangle piece because it's not square. And so I had to make them tall enough to absorb that shape of that. And then, like I said, I have this new piece that just goes right over the top and it conceals the whole thing. Kind of reminds me of an army kit when you were a kid and you had your secret army base that you would then cover up, and it was like a tent or something. The army men would go in there. Hey, this sword matches him. It's almost the same color. It's Merman and his little power dagger. Ha! It has a pearl in it too. Ho, 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 ho. All right, let me check out your guys' comments. Let's see what we got going on. If you have any questions for me, now is the time. Oh, thanks, Jinx Caliber. Yes, I don't have any more. But yeah, here's my custom swords. This one's kind of seen better days. It kind of got bent a little bit. This one's not bent so much. It's a little straighter. Yes, the custom swords were cool. I remember when I printed them, I printed 99 of the custom swords because you're allowed to make under 100 of your custom stuff and not get in trouble. So that is why I printed 99 of them. Oh, you have some of them? Nice. Excellent, Charles. Skeditor, what are you doing here amongst... Hey, how do you pronounce your name? Not Mario, that's got to be wrong. Miro? Oh, Jinx Caliber owns 2 of the swords. Nice. All right, let me set this down here. Let's open this thing up. And let's see how many people we can stuff in here. Well, Tia the Small, you can fit her in there, no problem. Oh, I forgot, they fit, the headroom works too. And the other one, the head does not fit all the way in there. And let's see, where is Man at Arms? Oh. Okay. 2. Now let's take Triclops. What? But I'm an evil guy. Yes, but the Horde does not like you evil henchman. Oh. You know what? I should set him in like this. His shoulders are just too big. All right, we got 3 guys in there. Let's see if we can close the door on it. 3. You can fit 3 guys in there. And my camera aimed. Sorry, you guys. Oh, that's a pretty cool cage, how big it is. And another fun feature, too, is this little branch here, where you can dangle the figures by their foot, if you can get it past their, which is funny, because that's a great place for the monster to eat people. Ah! Hanging food. Low-hanging fruit. It is kind of fun. I remember as a kid just loving this stupid Triclops figure. I remember playing with him and changing his eye. I used to pretend like this is when he was just normal. And then this is when he's getting a little more angry. And this is when he's totally ticked off. Oh, the angry eye of Triclops. It's just funny. And then it's weird because the other ones have blue, green, and red. But the original toy had... I thought this one was orange, though. Now I have to pull out my toy and take a look. Let me get the original one out. Yes, the monster is so cool. It's the best part of the whole set. I saw someone selling a monster online by itself, and I'm like, dude, why? I almost picked up just the monster, but he was asking a little much for it. I mean, I imagine maybe he has one of those 3D puppets that he printed himself or something. But, I mean, it has limited articulation on the legs. The neck moves pretty good. The mouth moves pretty good. And it's weird as the mouth is connected to the top, too. So when you move the bottom, the top goes as well. It's a fun creature. I wish they had articulation here, but being it's not a main character, I could see why they didn't do that. Hey, they didn't spurt the yellow on the tail here. And like you guys saw earlier, he is a rideable beast. Oh. So you can have somebody ride him. So that's kind of fun. My only gripe about this whole set, it's one dumb major gripe, and it's this right here. This drives me crazy. I know the original drawing design or whatever it was had something like this, but I want to figure out how this is attached and maybe 3D print a piece to replace it. And I suppose someone could crawl through it, one of the female figures. But if you're going to make a rock face with an actual eye, make the mouth move. Something. That would make it more fun. You know, just a little bit of something. All right, let me check out your guys' comments. Charles, I love the monster. I think I got 4 swords, 2 origins, and 2 masterverse. Nice. Hey, EJ, thanks for joining us. Yes, the swords were a fun deal. I remember making all those. It's cool, too, because whoever has them, you have kind of a history that probably won't repeat itself. I have one of Hebreo's swords. I also made some clear ones, because originally I made the swords not to produce, but to have them made in metal. And so I sent them off to Shapeways to have metal ones made, and I made just the designs, and I printed them in clear blue just to test them for sizing and fit to make sure they work. And then I sent them off to Shapeways to get them made in metal. And I was highly disappointed, and someone's like, hey, I'll buy those blue ones from you. And that's how it started. That was the beginning of me selling the swords. Was somebody saying they would like to have the blue ones. This merman is so cool. This is from the 5-pack. It's the Lords of Power merman. And when I was a kid, the merman had this connected as one piece and it was lame. It didn't have the cool little dangly things hanging. So this one has the dingleberries hanging. And then it has the cool leg things too. It's just like the back box art we saw as a kid that we always wanted for the toy. In fact, you know what? I think this is one of my only ones I didn't customize. Before I had them all customized one way, shape, or another. And now that I've opened up the Lords of Power, I don't think he's customized. I don't know if he's customized either. I don't think he is either. I think this is straight from the Lords of Power pack, which is rare. It's very rare for me to not have a customized figure because all the rest have some kind of customization. I mean, He-Man has a ton. As you guys know, he has my custom sword. He has the the classics armor. Classics. Yeah, classics. And then he has I don't have a shield now, but usually I give him the Masterverse shield. There we go. And then his head is from the 3-pack from PowerCon when he was actually a Prince Adam head. So yes, he is quite customized. All right, let's take a look at your guys' comments. Hey Greg, hey Mike. Oh, I forgot the clear blue swords from you, Mike. Oh, yes. Yes, your hero got one of the clear blue swords when I sent him to you, right? That's funny. All right. So I think that is pretty much about it. If you do decide you want to buy some stuff from me, the link for the auctions is in the description. You have to scroll down a little bit. Sorry, it's not at the top. I'll add it to the top later after the video is over. But and if you want just the green piece, contact me on Facebook. I'll put up a special auction just for you. I don't know why someone would just want the green piece and not the boards underneath, but I guess each person has their own idea. And that's about it. Let me check your final questions. That Catra looks cool. Yes, she does. And she comes with a cat. Where did I put her cat? Oh, there's her cat. Her cat's on the shelf. And I actually bought her for the cat. That was the reason why I bought her. I was really hoping to do something with it to fill out my classics line, but the cat is just so itty bitty small. I can't imagine her turning that small. I suppose it is possible. We've seen movies before where witches turn into crows and other things. That claw is coming out of my fright zone. Nice. Now I don't mind the trap as long as you take those little pieces off so it can actually close all the way. But yes, this is better. Better than the claw. Of course, you never have the cat and her here at the same time. So I guess we'll just put her mask on. Boop. And now she turned into the cat. There we go. But it does give you a lot more play area. Or display area on your shelf. All right. Final check. The cat is so small. It is small. Mike says he needs both. Nice. All right. Well, that is it. Thanks for joining me. And we don't have a Darth Vader to end our video because this is live. So I will just grab He-Man and tell you guys a good journey. And then don't forget to like, subscribe. And you got to ring the bell. Otherwise, you don't get notified. And so if you haven't done that yet, it does help the channel a lot. The thing that helps our channel the most is sharing the videos. That helps the most. So, yes, it needs to be bigger. Wow, that'd be huge, Cringer size. All right, until next time, good journey. Bye now. Yes, please hit the like and share the video, you guys. Thanks. Thanks, Mike. Bye now.